All right. What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Time to get this started. Sorry for not streaming much last week. Just kind of had some stuff kind of catch up on me all at the same time. I've decided I'm going to start streaming every single day. I'm not going to have scheduled videos anymore. I'm just going to stream. I'm still going to make videos, but they're not going to be on schedules. They're just going to be like when I get them done, they're done, and I, release them. I feel like that's a way better option overall. Oh, let me, oops. Because, oh no, just like when I make a video, I want to make sure it's a good video. I don't want to feel like, I don't want to put myself on like a time crunch to get a video done. And I really enjoy streaming a lot more than I, enjoy making videos. Surprise, surprise. Let's get another, kind of those ready. So I need a lot of materials for catalysts. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of catalyst material farming today. A lot of catalyst blueprint farming. Cause I'm pretty much planning to go into like sort of maintenance mode, honestly, in this game for probably quite a while. Obviously once Ultimate Freyna and the new gun comes out, I'll probably do builds for those, but I think other than that, I'm not really planning to mess too much with like building new characters and new weapons and stuff, right? Gonna kind of relax and try to get a nice stockpile of catalysts. I might tweak builds here and there. Kind of what I've been doing a lot with, I've been experimenting a lot with Lepic. And, kind of like min-maxing my Lepic build. Right now, I've got a build that uses Slayer and is guaranteed to get 17 grenades. Really, really good damage output. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any cooldown because, it's using Slayer. So, in order to give it consistency, I'm running, skill cost. It's not actually mandatory, but it does make the build much more consistent. We all know how I feel about that, right? Consistency is king. Unfortunately, you do have to make some sacrifices to have super consistent Lepic builds. I would really like to get Nimble Fingers on the build. Right. I'd really like to fit Nimble Fingers on the build somehow. But it just doesn't fit, unfortunately. So today's modifier on this mission is like -% attribute resistance. I wonder if that means on my build, which has literally no attribute resistance, it just does literally nothing. Oh no. I mean, considering how things usually work in this game, I assume that is the case because it's like minus the percentage. I assume it's a modifier on top of like your normal attribute percentage modifier, which, you know, in my case is going to be 0, and I have no attribute resistance. So I think the day's negative modifier doesn't affect me at all, actually, which is nice. I mean, I didn't get absolutely obliterated by the boss's like electric ball attack, so I assume those do electric damage. The explodey boys, they didn't do that much damage to me. Get my money real quick. I've been slacking off while getting my invasions done the past week or so, so I'm kind of running low on cash.
계승자, 이건 역배열 에너지를 사용한 위상 분리 장막이에요. 초당 900억 단위의 정보처리가 필요한 고출력이 됩니다. 스캔 결과 저 양산단지로 보이는 구조물은 벌거스 인공지능가 가득 들어있어요. 저걸로 정보를 처리해야 되는 거예요. 계승자, 벌거스 인공지능을 계속 투입해요. 포화 상태로 만들면.
Well, sorry if I seem a little out of it today. I'm really lacking on sleep right now. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little out of it. I was actually thinking about playing some Helldivers today on stream, but I decided I just don't have the energy for it today. I don't have the energy to play Helldivers. I actually guess since I'm starting playing RuneScape again, I could have played RuneScape today. Also, dude, my neck has finally stopped hurting. One of the reasons I didn't stream, I think it was Wednesday of last week, I didn't stream. But I woke up with like an awful crick in my neck, and my neck has been hurting up until yesterday. It was so bad. I hadn't noticed it until just now. Like, oh man, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Oh. Let me tell you what a fucking relief that is. The other invasion. The Echo Swamp one, right? I'm really surprised this, like, the invasions don't have like random bosses at the end. Like change them up a little bit from like week to week. Like the way they described them, I thought they would be a lot more random than they are. Focus skill power. Matchmaking? Huh? What? Oh, okay. It's just being weird.
에너지를 내뿜고 있는 삼각자 드론과 정체불명의 아르케가 저장된
Let's see if I can.
있어요.
They made these not solo anymore?
인위적으로 결합시켜 역배
Like literally just now? What the fuck?
종양을 진입까지 차단했어요.
Let's see, triangle 1, X4. Triangle 1, X4. Here we go.
아르케 형질을 알아내도록 해요. 내가 알고 있는 삼각자라면 그들은 아르케 형질을 구분해놨을 거예요. 그리고 폭발이 발생하기 전에 모든
And they really did nerf this mission type into the fucking ground.
저 드론은 당신의 역배열 강화기와 매우 비슷한 기술의 동물을
I mean, I don't really mind it for this mission type, to be honest.
무인기를 찾아낸다면 내가 폭발 에너지를 삼수.
My memory is so fucking bad.
계승자, 드론이 파괴되면서 역배열 에너지 방출기가 노출됐어요. 이 정도 출력이라면 문을 막고 있는 악성 종양을 제거할 수 있어요.
X1. 04.
계승자, 진리의 교단 지휘관이 악성 종양을 온 몸에 들고 있어요. 삼각자
I
드론
mean, even before the nerf, I was able to handle these missions just fine, even with my memory issues. So you know. So we got triangle 402. Make sure there's not like a do. Wait, where's the other? Where's the other thing at? I mean, well, it's this one. What's the other? Oh, there it is. It must have been, I guess, behind that pillar. Can you stop hiding from me? Oh man.
계승자, 지금 이 공간에는 역배열 에너지를 내뿜고 있는 삼각자 드론과 정체불명의 아르케가 저장된 용기들이 위치하고 있어요. 적들은 두 힘을 인위적으로 결합시켜 역배열 과부하 폭발을 노리고 있군요. 교단의 악성 종양으로 진입로까지 차단했어요.
Oh, one, where
그
to?
속에 저장된 아르케 힘을 알아내도록 해요. 내가 알고 있는 삼각자라면 그들은
I
아르케
had to double check. It's so much less likely you'll ever get any sort of overlap like that anymore. But you know,
저 드론은
double check just in case.
강화기와 매우 비슷한 기술 계통을 지니고 있어요. 모든 아르케
Because they reduce the amount of drones, right?
폭발 에너지를 상쇄하도록 출력을 조절.
I haven't seen a single overlap since they made the changes.
드론이
I wonder if they made it so that the drones, like the order of the things, I wonder if they made it so they can't overlap, because I haven't seen it happen. Now it could just be pure coincidence, because it is much less likely. Kind of, sort of. Actually, since there's less symbols, is it less likely? X1, square 4. And it's also possible just like the symbols I picked. Wait, X2 square 4. Oh, no. Well, it just happened. So, yeah, never mind. It totally can. I've just been really lucky up until this point. What, the past, like, what? How many weeks has it been since they made that change? Sheesh. This is the first time it's happened to me? Yeah, okay, so triangle 1, square 2. Alright, it is this one. Yeah, that was the first time it happened. BVOs? I have no idea what that is. Or maybe I do it and just not coming to me off the top of my head. BVO. Yeah, I don't know what that stands for.
계승자.
Camera.
진리의 교단 지휘관이 악성 종양을 온몸에 들고 있어요. 선각제 드론에 탑재된 역배열 에너지 방출기가 필요해요.
Triangle 3. X1. Triangle 3. X1. So it's one over here. Yep. Actually, over there, one switched out. Let me kill this boss. This boss is slippery. I figure out why SG murals are weird. When they're switched out to your back slot, the rear time is longer than when they're active. Oh. Damn, damn, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, you're talking about Armored Core. Oh. Oh, yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Dude, that person's name is like I'm the embodiment of that person's name right now. Sleepy. Oh yeah, I need to go farm catalyst materials. Well, first, let's just go get enough to craft one, and then I'll go get a blueprint, and we'll get another catalyst started. And then I'll kind of just go back and forth between farming materials and doing some boss killing. Boss farming for blueprints. Yeah, I didn't know that.
여기는 사령부. 이왕인 연구실 제탈한 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
I did. I saw that, Brendan. After I woke up. It sounds like she's got it sorted. By the way, Brendan, you ever played RuneScape? Just kind of curious how many people who watch me have ever played RuneScape. Because I am planning to start playing it again, so I'm almost certainly going to be playing it on stream. In like a decently common occurrence once I actually start actively playing again. I think probably what I'm gonna do, since I have to call my bank every time I want to buy membership, I'm probably just gonna buy like the fucking 1 year long like premier membership thing. That way, yes, I have to call my bank, but I only have to call them once a year, right? What I'm thinking about doing. Right, materials. It's still so fucking dumb that I had to call my bank to like buy a RuneScape membership. The dumbest fucking shit. Dude, it's the U-fucking-K. It's the fucking UK. And it's $10. If it was like, you know, like multiple $10 charges back to back to back, I would understand a little bit. But dude, it's a fucking singular $10 charge to the UK bank. Just let me spend the damn money. Fuck it, I'll do it myself. But I'm like seen in person? Huh. I don't think I've ever seen anything all that crazy in terms of like, fuck it, I'll do it myself moments. I mean, I can think of multiple cases where, like, you know, since I was a computer science major, I know multiple cases of like someone who's like, like, you know, some program they're using, like some piece of software they're using is like slightly annoying and how it works for them. So they're just like, fuck it, I'll just make my own. I can think of several cases like that, but that's not like particularly crazy. That's just fucking nerds being nerds. That's just standard nerd shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I can't really think of anything all that crazy, to be honest. By slamming it in a car door? Okay, I was about to say, well, that doesn't seem that crazy. Then I read the slamming it in a car door part.
이번 지원으로 상황 대역전이다.
Definitely changed up the story a little bit. Okay, but why a car door of all things? I mean, yeah, if it worked, it worked. Or as it was heavy enough and it was right there. I mean, you know, fair enough. After, you know what, I can't think of one. I can think of one that's it's not that crazy, but it's extremely funny. You ever like, I don't know, if you've been a weeb, a degenerate anime enjoyer long enough, you've probably seen a meme or two about like it takes a real man to be best waifu or to be best girl. I know a guy who like went like the full embodiment of that. Dude. There's like a small like beauty competition going on. And he was like, none of these girls are like that hot. And he's like, I'll be back in 30 minutes. And he comes back like, you know, full cross-dress makeup. And he wins. He fucking wins this like beauty contest. It was an impressively short amount of time. That's the craziest part about it, was it only took him 30 minutes. Man was experienced. I will say, I later learned that he was an escort. Escort. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that kind of thing on YouTube, so I'm being vague on purpose. Oh, there's probably fucking enough material over there right now. Oh. The second of those. Wasn't it the Theater Kid? As far as I know. I didn't even fucking recognize him. I didn't recognize him at all. It wasn't until like after it was over. He walked up to me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he spoke. I was like, wait. Wait. But the man was he went for like the full embodiment of it takes a real man to be best girl. That shit was so fucking funny. Oh, maybe he did theater in the past. When I met him, he was doing computer science. That shit was so funny, though. What really gets me out, the last thing he said before he left was, "Are they even trying?" And you know, I didn't really get what he meant at the time, but obviously after he came back, that line took on a whole different meaning when he came back. I was like, that was the funniest things I've ever seen in my fucking life. Especially when some of the women there found out it was a man. She will come back as different customers throughout the day. Run for parties with someone else and gossip nuts. I'm fired. I kind of forgot about that happening until just now. Oh man, I don't know how I forgot about that shit. That shit was so funny. Actually, though, funny enough, the guy wasn't in the anime at that point. I showed him the, like, you know, the fucking meme with Asalfo being like, you know, it takes a real man to be best girl. And he ended up getting in the anime after that. He turned into a huge fucking weeb. Wait, I didn't get a cat flipper. Why did I leave? He turned into a huge weeb after I showed him that fucking meme. You sure she was CIA or something? Damn, the mobility scooter? Oh, well, you know what I should be doing today? I should be farming pyro. I should farm some pyro relics at some point. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that today. At some point, I'm gonna farm some pyro relics though, so I can try to farm some better Slayer sets. Hey, give me a catalyst blueprint already. I mean, at least in a couple weeks, hopefully I'll have something to do with all these spare parts at least. I sure do love crit resistance. Smile. All my mods are full. Any retail spook stories? But yeah, woman walks in with 4 dudes on like blacked out Wild West posse gear. Some smorgasbord Abba Isle and meat back on the counter. There's nothing here. I'll walk out. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little, they weren't planning to do anything bad, surely. Nope. Definitely not. What we got here? Our boosts, get rid of a written, I mean, I don't think this one. I'm kind of always just looking for damage to Colossus, I think. Dimension? No, it's not. I really wish there was a way I could set so, like, I always want this one. Like, I have to have this one. Actually, I guess something I can do is just, like, I can just do it like this. I'll just look at every single reactor that has, like, gold damage to Colossus. I'm sure I'll miss some good ones like this, but honestly, unless there's something specific I'm looking for, I don't think I care. I missed the 1 million gold daily.
반가워요. 무엇을 도와드릴까요?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's do some Gamba. Oh, what was that? I skipped it. I didn't get to see what I got. I don't know if I'm even missing any of these anymore. Are there any red mods I'm missing? I can't. I'm definitely missing some of the Enzo mods. I'm like 100% certain on that, I think. I'm not sure if I had that already or not. Yeah, I totally did. Oh. Well, I immediately skipped it, but it looks like I got a life barrier. Oh. And that's like all the duplicates I've got. And before I bother doing that, I should check and make sure I'm actually missing anything. But honestly, I just straight up might not be missing anything at this point. Except for maybe like some of the combine only mods. of that. There's only one I could be missing. There's at least, so I think there's 3 of them. And I know for sure I've got at least 2 of them. I'm not sure if I've gotten the 3rd one. Fairchild, did I mention her? 160 people I get afraid of before? No. Okay, so I'm missing a couple mods I don't give a single fuck about. And yeah, I'm missing 3 Enzo mods and a Sharon mod. Remember, Enzo buffs an ally, grants himself, becoming damage down and movement speed up. On the front line, report that, grants firearm attack. Matches the combat drone himself, and firearm critical attack increases drone's duration, increases max stack of explosive drone. Is dead? No, we're good. I think I even dropped any frames, so I think that was all on your end. I think your internet shit itself for a moment. Now, can I please get a Catalyst Blueprint game? Oh, man. By the way, so, I know Perforator is better for hailing than Piercing Light, but I've honestly decided that I kind of just don't like the playstyle for Perforator for hailing. Because the way you do the Perforator build is basically you hit a weak spot and then you just hold the trigger. And you don't do much firearm damage, so kind of the whole shtick is you just hold the trigger down. And you know, it just feels weird to do that on a fucking sniper character, man. I don't know. I don't know, it feels like I'm doing something wrong. I also still don't have a good reactor for it either. Contact's little sister was seeing this dude, he was a fucking fiend, never not dosed up. You know, like dog cellos. Yeah, I think I can see where this is going. Let me see that shoulder. I'll deal with it. Finally. got a catalyst building.
이번엔 뭐가 필요하니? 말해봐.
Wearing his coat? And not his coat. Alright, let's just start collecting some materials. I guess we just start with murky energy residue. And Clark said, "Get the serving lasts nothing." Yeah, you kind of just let that one slide. Just don't talk about it.
여기는 사령부. 이왕인 연구실 제탈한 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
Oh. Realize something. That's fine, I get it done. By somebody asked Johnny been gone for a while. Ain't seen him since last month. Oh no. I mean, kind of fair. I mean, what I got from it was just don't mess with little sis. And you'll be all right. Am I just that degenerate? Or does that name probably stand for exactly what I think it stands for? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. That's a hell of a name.
여기는 사령부. 미확인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
Oh. Grappled too late. Cali, some casual registering.
완전 느려.
Oh, it's gonna fucking move me past the objective marker. I gotta go back. Jav Senpai. J-A-V Senpai. If you're not familiar, if you're not a fucking degenerate weeb, or also just not familiar with Japanese like suffixes. What's the term I'm looking for? Honorifics? Senpai is the way to refer to like someone's like your what's the word I'm looking for here? Like what? Okay, so it's like you know if you're like at a job and someone's been working there longer than you, like you could consider them your senpai. Or if you're like in school and they're like a year above you, what's the word I'm looking for here? Your senior. They're your senior. If you haven't sort of figured out what I'm implying here is Japanese adult video. I don't know if that's what they intended, but that was the first thing that came to mind.
여기는 사령부. 미확인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
So that's a very typical way that certain types of Japanese content are referred to. Yeah, you got it. I mean, just the fact that they've got like the senpai in there and like the JAV, I feel like that has to be intentional, right? There's no way that's a fucking coincidence. They're just a fucking mega degenerate, and they're advertising it. I'll do like one more run of that. That should be enough of those for a bit. That's not what I want.
여기는 사령부. 이wak인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
완전 느려. 어림도 없지? 좀 비켜줄래?
Nice, 16 of them. Alright, what I guess I'll go get some macromolecule biogel next. Oh, something I need to make sure I'm kind of like on top of this season. But then like crop up on me like the last week of the season like it did last season is these tokens. Oh, what am I doing? Done with that. I mean, if it works, it works. Also, man, I gotta say, who the fuck decided that this gun should have so much spread? Look at this fucking spread. I'm standing still. Look at that spread. Dude, that is like machine guns levels of spread. On a precision weapon. What the fuck, dude? Who thought this was a good idea? Damn proud of herself. I mean, yeah, fair. I guess it's actually so fucking hard to hit anything with this fucking gun, man. And by the way, no, that reticle isn't just for show. The spread is actually that big. The spread is actually that big.
잠깐 기다려.
Like, especially while you're moving, it's really bad. Like, some of these shots are literally not even hitting the thing. Yeah, but at least in Borderlands, usually those weapons can be like, it can be drawn down to like the random rolls, giving you like modifiers that give like huge like accuracy penalties. This is like a handcraft. This is like, you know, a handcrafted weapon. Someone designed these stats on purpose. It like this is a fucking. It's not like It's like, it's got a base 2.2 weak spot multiplier. This is the definition of a precision weapon. It's got a huge weak point multiplier. You're supposed to be hitting weak points with this thing. I actually feel like the perforator would be like a pretty good gun, like pretty solid, but it's the accuracy is so bad that it would be so inconsistent to use it that I'm just like not willing to bother. Like, I built it for I built it for Haley and like that build, but like, you know, I've already found that I don't really like playing Perforator Haley, so you know, it's kind of a. Look, I'm not hitting this apparently. What? Okay, this just doesn't have a hitbox, right? This just doesn't have a hitbox, right? There's no way all those shots missed. Okay, yeah, so that top bit doesn't have a hitbox. Okay. Oof. This gun has the potential to hit really, really, really hard. But it just doesn't matter because of how inaccurate it is. Like, hold on. Okay. I say that and I immediately get a fucking... Wait, that wasn't even a headshot. Wait, no, that wasn't a headshot. A headshot would have done more damage. That wasn't a headshot. That hit his shoulder or something. Like, that wasn't a headshot. Jesus Christ, dude. I'll get a couple more drops of this, and then I'll go get some neural circuits, and then I'll go get another blueprint. Yeah, dude. Aiming where I want bullets to go. I wish I could like this gun. It sounds really good. It's got a real nice, juicy sound profile. I love how this gun sounds. But it's so bad. Game. Yeah, there we go.
이번 지원으로 상황 대역전이다.
Started on ADS. Hello to Jesse. Get this bubble out of the way. Hey! Get back in line of... This is bullshit. Jesus Christ, man. Almost made a joke I probably shouldn't make. I'll keep it to myself. It's a modern aim down size thing with vocal passion. If I speak, I am in big trouble. Let's just say the joke is related to very recent events.
장전.
Give me the buff. I should probably go pick up my loot in case it starts despawning. And that's enough for 2 catalysts already. I will do another just like full set of farming these. On the bubble again! No, get out of the way! Fuck. You nailed it. You got it. You got it, Brendan. I will elaborate that it may or may not potentially be related to politics. And I think I could unironically get in trouble for making that joke, considering, you know, current context. Even though it's just a joke, never trust the government to not make a mountain out of a molehill. Especially if you live in Britain. Or the UK in general. Or Canada. Dude, recently I saw something about how some woman got... Dude, she got charged. So this happened in Canada. So this, like, fucking woman is, like, playing with some kids with, like, a water gun. Like, they're having, you know, they're like, having, like, a water gun fight or whatever. And, dude, she, like, accidentally, like, sprays the neighbor. And, dude, the neighbor calls the cop. Calls the cops. And gets this woman charged with assault with a weapon. And the cops didn't immediately, you know, fucking laugh to his face. Like, they're actually, like, pressing this charge. And if you're wondering, no, there was nothing in the water. It was just plain old water. And because, like, you know, while playing with some kids, she accidentally fucking, you know, sprayed the dude with some water. She's being charged with assault with a weapon. That should be good for now. Go get a catalyst. Blueprint. But yeah, just like a fucking like wild. Like you would think surely like the charges are gonna get dropped, right? But like the woman has her day in court on the 24th. You know, in like 2 days. Like this is actually like proceeding to court. Like this is making it to court. This assault with a weapons charge over a fucking, you know, a water gun. Now, there's been some, like, you know, public outcry, some public backlash over this. So, like, you know, the public backlash might get the charges dropped, but the fact that it's proceeding to court at all is fucking wild. What's up, Tay?
반드시 완수한다. 극한으로
I did not. Like, every time it's like, you know, he's not thinking like, man, like, the cops in America suck. I'm thinking like, well, you know, at least I'm not in Canada or the UK. I mean, there are certain states in America that are just as bad for cops doing really dumb shit. You sure do tomorrow?
정조 중.
By the way, since we got more people in here, I should probably mention it again. I'm gonna stop like even pretending to have a video schedule. I'm just gonna like stream every day and like work on videos in my spare time from now on. I'm gonna try to stream every day. Obviously, there are some days where, like, you know, I have something going on or whatever. I'm gonna try to, like, even if it's only for like 2 or 3 hours, I'm gonna try to stream like every day but Saturday from now on. I'm gonna try. Especially since I'm getting back in the RuneScape. Man, RuneScape is like one of the best games ever for just like chilling and talking, like hanging out. And unless you're like doing some like in-game bossing, like you can pay literally zero attention to the game for like 99% of activities. And even like the activities where you do have to pay some attention, you don't have to pay that much attention. It's a great game. As like the person streaming, it's great. It's maybe not necessarily the most entertaining game to watch, but honestly, I'm not like a god gamer to begin with, so I kind of want my streams to be more of a place for people to hang out anyways, right? I'm like way past my gaming heydays. I'm washed, so to speak. Although I will say that does have more to do with me just not being all that interested in being competitive in video games anymore. Showed up to a DB check-in. Payment 3 times because she was resisting. Claimed she was intoxicated. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I'm gonna make this fucked up joke. At least in America, the cops will probably only like beat you half to death or shoot you. In Canada, the UK, they'll put you in jail for literally every single thing. At least you get a lawsuit out of it in America. Going matchmaking. Yeah, the Descendants are the big one there. Guns don't seem to give very much mastery rank. So I would focus on Descendants first. I mean, I doubt I could play competitive Quake. TF2. I don't know about TF2. I haven't played TF2 in so long. At the very least, I'm washed by my standards. Now, for context, you know, my standards involves me being, at one point in my life, like a semi-professional fighting game player, actively competing in, like, you know, some, like, you know, high-level FPS scrims. I mean, washed by my standards is, like, probably, like, you know, maybe average or above for your, like, you know, a normal person who isn't a fucking degenerate. But by my standards, I'm absolutely washed. although mechanics have never been like aiming mechanics have never been my strong point though. I've always been pretty bad at aiming. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I think I know why. It's because like one of my eyes is fucked up. So like like I've got lazy eye, right? So my left eye is kind of fucked up. So like it messes with my hand-eye coordination. I don't know really. I mean, it just messes with my hand-eye coordination. I don't really know how else to put it. So like my aiming mechanics have never been like incredible. Oh, Titanfall 2. Fair. I like when you say TF2, the first thing that comes to mind is Team Fortress. By the way, in case you are wondering, if you look up my name, you will not find my fighting game records. Because I played fighting games under a different username. If you were curious. Man, speaking of Team Fortress 2 and relating that to Overwatch, dude, I hate the new Hanzo changes in Overwatch. Unironically, so if you're not an Overwatch player recently, or you're not keeping up, Hanzo got his one-shot back for like most squishy characters. And so in exchange for getting his one-shot backs on characters that are 250 HP, and this is most squishies. There are a couple exceptions, but at that point they're not really squishies anymore, I guess, right? In exchange, though, he got his projectile size nerfed, and he got his draw speed reduced by 20%. It takes 20% longer to draw an arrow, and arrows are harder to hit. The arrows being harder to hit isn't that big of a deal. The big one there is the 20% draw speed. You're putting less arrows downfield. You know, you're having just like less often. Like you're not able to like take as many shots. So like you're just, in my experience, you're hitting way less shots overall. But actually something I really liked about Hanzo was the fact that he was a threat to high mobility heroes. So recently something they did in Overwatch is they nerfed high mobility heroes from 250 HP to 225 HP, and Hanzo could one-shot them. So Hanzo had like these massive logs of arrows that would one-shot 225 characters, so mobility characters. So he was like a really big threat to these characters, right? Really, really big threat to these characters. And I really like that dynamic of him being like kind of like a counter to high mobility characters and a tank buster at the same time. I feel like it gave Hanzo his own like actually unique niche. I thought it was a really cool dynamic. And he felt really good to play like that, in my opinion. Especially since even the 250 characters, so a headshot would do 240 damage, right? So if the enemy, like the 250 character you shot at taking like any chip damage or there was any follow-up at all, they would die anyways, right? So oftentimes, even 250 characters, you would still kill them with your headshot. And even if you didn't kill them, they're down to 10 HP. They can't re-peek you. They can't really peek you at all, right? So they're out of the fight for like, you know, so probably somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how quickly they get healed up. And one of like my big strats, one of my main tactics, anytime there was like a 250 HP enemy on the team, if I landed a headshot, so Hanzo's tank busting ability is called Storm Arrow, right? where he rapid fires a bunch of arrows, right? And they do a fuck ton of damage. They fire really fast. So like my go-to strat was if I headshot a 250 HP character, I would immediately storm arrow the tank. Immediately storm arrow the tank. The instant I heard the dink sound, I'd storm arrow and shoot at the tank. Because it would put the enemy's healers in this situation where they have to like kind of choose between healing their DPS or healing their tank, right? And oftentimes, just doing that alone would put enough pressure on the enemy team to outright win a team fight. I really, really liked this dynamic. And like, now I just don't want to play Hanzo. He just feels like, again, not only is his arrows like harder to hit, but the draw speed is so much worse. He just feels worse to play, in my opinion. I really like the kind of niche he'd built out for himself. And a big one for me is like dueling a Widowmaker. So Widowmaker is like, you know, a standard sniper character. She's got a hit scan sniper rifle that one-shots. And one thing that was really nice about Hanzo was he could one-shot her because she's got how much HP does she have? He's been able to one-shot her for a while, so it doesn't matter. He's been able to one-shot her for a while, right? Because you had these like massive logs of arrows, it was really, really easy to win Widow duels. You could really shut down Widow quite easily. Because, you know, it's a projectile, it takes time to get across the map, and if they're trying to duel you, you can like pretty easily sort of predict when they're going to poke out, right? And I found it was super easy to win Widow duels on Hanzo. And now it's much, much harder. It's way easier for them to just strafe out of the way of your arrow. Like, I unironically prefer Mei as a Widow counter now. Can I get a crit, please? This fucking game. I love crit resistance. Smile. But yeah, I'm like unironically back to using Mei, the counter Widow, because I'm a projectile player in Overwatch, right? I don't play hit scans very well. I mentioned, right, my mechanics aren't great. So I'm a hit scan player. So I'm not a hit scan player, I'm a projectile player, because, you know, projectiles are more about prediction than mechanics, right? And like it kind of serves my skill set better because, you know, I'm way better in like the game sense department than I am the mechanical aim department. So projectile characters work out much better for me. But now I just don't play Hanzo anymore. He feels so much worse in my opinion. Like, yeah, you know, one tapping the 250s is satisfying. But in my opinion, like he lost enough ground in like matchups against dive characters and in Widow duels that, in my opinion, despite being able to one-shot 250 characters now, Hanzo got a net nerf. Hanzo got a net nerf, in my opinion. Especially since you're putting less arrows downfield now. I think people underestimate, like putting less arrows downfield means you're going to hit less shots in general. Not even mentioning the fucking projectile size nerf, right? But not a single one that's like worth keeping or worth looking at. Jeez. That's enough ranting about Overwatch, though. Oh, actually, one thing before I do, dude, Maze icicles active projectile size buffs, dude, they're so fucking busted. Maze icicles are so fucking good. Go get some more of the other materials. But yeah, I'm really salty about the Overwatch, the latest Overwatch patch. I really liked Hanzo in his previous state. I just felt like it was such a good niche for him. I know I said I was going to stop rambling about Overwatch, but I'm so salty about it. I was actually really enjoying Hanzo recently. Oh no, man, it just feels like every time I find a character that I enjoy in Overwatch, that I like really enjoy, other than like Mei, character gets fucking nerfed in a way that makes them feel less good to play. Probably the only exception to this so far has been Juno, but kind of worried that Juno's going to get some kind of nerf too. Like I don't know. I don't feel like Juno's like busted or anything. I know Juno's been cropping up in pro play quite a bit. So I'm kind of worried she's going to get nerfed. I really hope not, because Juno is incredibly fun to play, and she feels quite good in her current state. Oh, I'll tell you what the big thing is with Juno feeling so good is actually just because like her healing and her damage is the same thing. It's like the same attack, right? It's the same button. The fact that her heal and her attack is like just both her primary fire, that's the real reason why she feels so good. Because there's like no delay between healing and damaging. Writing nanofiction? Well, that's just like super short stories? I've never heard that term before. Or if I have, I've forgotten it.
여기는 사령부. 이wak인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을
Yeah.
시작하세요.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with my throat today? My throat's already sore. I don't feel like I've even been talking that much. I'm gonna go get something to drink in a minute. Right after I finish this run, I'm gonna go grab a drink. 55 words exactly, not counting title. Okay, so I'm seeing a leap. I'm seeing a loophole here, where you pull a light novel, and you just write half the book in the title. I love how it somehow became like a trend with light novels to basically make your title a summary of your book. I mean, you know, in terms of like, you know, say this is what this book is about. I guess there are worse ways to do it. It is funny though. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be back in just a minute. What? All right, I'm back. I finished Alice in the Bee when the forward stops. Okay, but I see a tend to be, not a must be. I found the loophole. I hope I'm not catching a cold or something. Let me do one more run of this, because then I'll have enough for 10 crafts, at least. Oh, I haven't showed off my Lepic build changes. I'll do that after this. I've been tweaking my Lepic build quite a lot. And I think I'm much happier with my current build than my previous build.
여기는 사령부. 미확인 연구실 제트란 임무 수행을 시작하세요.
Because my current build is using the Slayer set, but gets 17 direct hit grenades every single time. I'm very happy with it. My actual Slayer set itself, I need better substats on my Slayer set. So that's the only real issue with it, is like I don't have, my HP isn't that good because of my Slayer set fucking sucks. But other than that, I'm very, very happy with it. And like the only conditional on like getting 17 like direct hit grenades is you just need like a second, not even second, you just really need a few ticks of MP out of combat regen after you fire the first grenade. And that's all you need. And then it's you're guaranteed to get a full 17 grenades. And that's very, very easy to do. I mean, at the start of a fight, you're literally guaranteed it, right? And even mid-fight, this is quite easy. Although, you know, if you're mid-fight, you probably don't need all 17 grenades anyways at that point, because you've already used one. You've already used one Lepic ult. You probably don't need a full second ult, unless you get really, really bad crit RNG, which is, you know... unfortunate, but it is what it is. And kind of the big thing here that's made it so much more consistent is I've got skill duration up on my reactor now, and I'm using a special weapon now. But the special weapon version of Sharp Precision Shot is better than the other versions. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Wait, is it not? Wait, it's not 0.4 seconds anymore. Wait a second. They changed it. Wait a second. What? They nerfed the special weapon version of Sharp Precision Shot. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Use whichever one you got. Okay, so the one I've got is for King's Guard Lance. That's the one I have. Man, when did they change this? This used to be every 0.4 seconds. Why did they change it? That's fucked up. Yeah, they, wow. So yeah, I guess it is just the duration. Man, when did they do that though? I wonder when they did that. Unless, wait, was I thinking of Impact? Oh, please don't tell me it was Impact Weapons. It was Impact Weapons! Fuck! I'm so mad at myself right now. Dude, I got in my head that it was special weapons that had the 0.4 second version. Fuck! Oh, I wonder if I could get 18. Oh, I bet I could get 18 grenades out of this build then. If I had an impact version. Oh, I could definitely get 18. Hold on, can I farm this right now? I've only got a day. Let's see. Fire, special tag. Nope. Is that tech? Oh wait, that's special rounds. But that is tech. There is one, dude. I gotta go get it. Echo Swamp. Echo Swamp. Let's see. Echo Swamp. Oak Quartz. Oh, are any of these good for farming? Okay, I have. Fuck! Okay, I need damage to Colossus and skill duration up. The question is, what's the best mission for farming in this area? So this has become a reactor farming stream now. I was so sure it was for fucking special weapons and not impact weapons. Fuck, I should have double checked. I should have double checked before I started farming. I'm so mad at myself right now. Fuck. Shit. Oh, I wasted so much time farming for that fucking reactor. Damn it. Okay, this sucks. This farm sucks. There's got to be something better than this, please. Oh. What the heck? No, maybe. Fuck. Dang. Do I have to stand in this? I do. Okay, but how many enemies spawn? Fuck. Son of a bitch. I mean, the drop rate for gold reactor seems to be pretty good on this mission so far. I need such a fucking specific reactor, though. Oh. It doesn't matter what weapon it's on. It can be on any weapon. It really doesn't matter. I might have to go build a weapon for it. Which might kind of suck a little bit, but... Okay, I feel like that other mission's definitely better for farming. This is just too slow. We're already 2 minutes into the mission. Fuck. I feel like 6 or 7 hours farming for that reactor too. Oh, bitch. Ooh. Look how fucking accurate this gun is. Oh, I got his ass. Hey, this mission sucks for this. That sucks at Mon Tamers, though. What is this collection? No. Hour shutdown? Search. I'll go check this mission real quick, but I think it's just gonna be that exterminate mission. This one already kind of seems like a no. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be that exterminate mission, huh? Fuck. Yeah, the enemies just take too long to spawn in this mission. I got this one first. Enemy spawning here, it looks like. Man. I really fucked up, huh? Please, game. Bless my RNG just this once. Fuck. Oh. And then more fucking reactor farming. Dude, I want to fucking cry. And dude, if I don't get it in the next day, I won't be able to get another one of these reactors for like 2 weeks. So I like fucking have to get this farmed out today. If I don't want to fucking wait forever. Oh. Hit. The thing is, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 99% certain that that on an impact weapon with the better sharp precision shot, I'm 99% certain I can get an 18th grenade. I'm 99% certain that would squeeze out an extra grenade from me. Damn, I really fucked myself this time. Okay, well, hopefully I get lucky and it doesn't take that long and I get, like, you know, just a generator in a reasonable amount of time. Like, I don't really care how bad the roll is. As long as it's skill duration and it's damage to Colossus, I'll be happy with it. I would, you know, like, prefer a good roll, especially on the damage to Colossus roll. But it's not absolutely mandatory. Okay. Oh, he's crying over spilt milk. Get the grinding done. Get the reactor. Yeah, they're supposed to be doing something about reactor farming in the near future, but I really don't want to like try to gamble on what that's gonna be. Why did I just double check, man, to make sure it was a fucking special version of Sharp Precision Shot? Why didn't I double check before I farmed for it for so fucking long? Okay, let's just... Oh no, man. Fuck. So I've got about 26 hours. I've got about 26 total hours to farm for this reactor. Now, factory in for sleep, of course, you know, that's like, you know, maybe 23 hours of actual time to farm. We factor in time to sleep. Considering this is not a great mission for farming. The enemy spawns aren't super fast. There aren't that many enemies. This is gonna suck, huh? I think I had the farmer reactor here before, now that I think about it. And I'm pretty sure I just straight up gave up. Oh man, did you guys see that apparently Concord allegedly actually took $400 million to make. Allegedly. There's no solid evidence of that being actually the case, but I could believe it. Based on like the state of the game when it came out. Because they're claiming the reason the game ended up being so expensive was, one, they spent a bunch of money before Sony bought it. And then Sony spent a bunch of money outsourcing to get the game finished. Specifically, Sony spent $200 million outsourcing to get the game finished. Allegedly. Dude, if that shit is true, they're also claiming that Concord was like regarded as like the future of PlayStation, which is something I could see being true because the suits tend to be just that out of touch. And, you know, given the kind of game it was, you definitely weren't allowed to, like, criticize the project in, like, any way, right? You know for a fact that, like, people were just not allowed to criticize the game internally. So I can see it. I can see it. Like, some suit at the top was just extremely overconfident in his really shitty idea because they probably like scroll through Twitter and that's where they think like actual opinions people have, like fucking Twitter shit. Damn, I would love to see some like official information, like actual information, like how much Concord cost. Because even the 200 million figure people were throwing around was just like an estimate based on like how long the game was in production, right? So, like even the 200 million number people were throwing around, like even that was always like, it was kind of bullshit. This is like it's like, you know, it's probably like a fair estimate. But if it is true that Sony did a bunch of outsourcing, then yeah, it totally could have cost like 400 million to make. The thing is, I doubt we'll ever get any information about that because like, if it's 400 million, it's Sony's biggest flop ever. Like also their most expensive title ever. It would be like their most expensive title and their biggest flop by like a large margin. If it's true. And obviously Sony's never going to admit that, right? Not to the public, at least. But I would love to see some actual evidence. Dude, if they actually spent $400 million on Concord, that would be so funny. That also explained the price of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Someone's got to pay for Concord. I really doubt the whole like that like they were internally referring to Concord as like the future of PlayStation. I really doubt that was true. Dude, it's a fucking hero shooter, man. Well, I don't know. I mean, they had already like they'd already arranged for like an Amazon TV show based on the game. And when I think about it like that, and like the fucking like what like the bi-weekly like cinematics they were planning to produce. Maybe the suits at the top really did think Concord was going to be the future of PlayStation. That 400 million number that has been alleged is seeming more and more likely the more I think about it, to be honest. Just knowing they had already like signed a deal with Amazon to like to have like a little mini TV show about the game. Hell, it might have already been in production for that matter. Dude, imagine if the game actually cost $400 million and they peaked less than 700 concurrent players on Steam. Imagine. I'm playing it nobody. But dude, I think anyone who's buying a PlayStation 5 Pro, they might be paying for Concord. God, I really hope that fucking 400 million figure is true. I hope it's true. Just because it would be so fucking funny. Yeah, like when you consider all the other shit that they were doing, 400 million doesn't seem all that unreasonable at all, does it? I'm assuming that 400 million is including like the cinematics and like the Amazon deal. I assume that 400 million figure that they're throwing around includes all of that, right? They probably really did spend $400 million on Concord, didn't they? Bloody hell. What a fucking disaster for Sony, man. You know what's worse? I bet like the suits who like forced Concord through, I bet they aren't even gonna get fired. I bet they don't even get fired. Despite wasting God knows how much money. I swear, man, I feel like the video game industry is like the only industry where you can cost your fucking company hundreds of millions of dollars and like people will rush to your defense. Like, I feel good now. Duckets are the big handguns, right? See, what are the small ones called? They're called, yeah, the Duckets are the big ones, right? Did they get a projectile speed increase by chance? I don't remember. I looked at the patch notes, but I don't remember. Did they get a projectile speed increase? Oh, my inventory's full. I couldn't have been on a fire reactor. Right substats, wrong reactor type. Even if it's double blue, I'll be happy with it for now. Oh yeah, Coco is a small one. What's okay, I still feel I still feel like ARs though is at the stutter in the RF. I might have to make a new Duggets build. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. What would be a good option to pair with the Duckets? You know what I'm actually thinking? What are the laser orbits? Laser orbits with the dual Duckets? Come on, game. Give me a fire tech reactor with duration and Colossus, please. Any any tier of stats game, please. Man, why did I? Fuck. This could have all been avoided if I just made sure to double check whether it was special or impact rounds that had the better version of sharp precision shot. Dude, if I get this fucking reactor and I can't get 18 grenades consistently on my build, I'm gonna be so mad. Honestly, I don't like using Huxley that much. Because like their uptime isn't that good. Just kind of, the Huxleys are just kind of annoying for me to like maintain their uptime because you know, they overheat pretty quickly, and if you actually let them fully overheat, they do take quite a long time to cool down. So, like, you really want to like stow them right before they overheat. I don't know, man. I just. Yeah, like, the Huxleys are really good, but I don't like using them that much. Honestly, anything that's like a little tedious, I just kind of tend to avoid with in games these days. Like, the same reason I don't like using Perforator for Haley in this game. No, the Perforator playstyle is just a little annoying. And I don't care that like Perforator's optimal weapon choice for Haley. Dude, consider Haley already does so much fucking damage that like, and has like such good uptime that like the damage difference between like Perforator and the sniper rifles is like, it's not so fucking massive that like you absolutely have to use Perforator, right? You definitely get more damage out of Perforator, but Personally, I like actually like aiming for the weak spots. I don't really care if it's not optimal DPS. I just prefer the playstyle that the sniper rifle version of Haley encourages. It's just more fun in my opinion. Also, I did actually spend a while trying to get a perforator reactor, and I just couldn't get one. That also kind of definitely influencing my opinion. I just couldn't get a good reactor or perforator for Haley. I farmed for so long to get one, and I just fucking couldn't. I was kind of like, fuck it, I've already got a decent reactor for piercing light, so I'll just stick with it. Like, honestly, for Haley, as long as you've got 8 shots, an 8-shot build, you've kind of done, like, all the optimization you really need to do. And even for Lepic, so, like, my build having, like, being able to shoot, like, 17 or even potentially 18 grenades with an impact weapon, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't actually matter that much. Because most of the time, by the time you finish firing that many grenades, the boss is immune by like the 13th, the 14th, or the 15th grenade. Like, the boss is already immune. If they're not dead, they're immune, right? Like, they've gotten up from their stagger, they've gone immune, and you're just sitting there with like some extra grenades with fuck all to do with them. And actually, something I'm actually thinking about doing is instead of running the skill cost mod to like guarantee that I can get the maximum amount of grenades, it's just running a skill cooldown mod. So I can, if the boss isn't already dead, I can use another ult sooner. And that's something I've kind of noticed. It's a big issue with a lot of builds in this game. From people who are like actually making min-maxed builds. Like, yes, their builds are min-maxed for damage, but more often than not, that min-maxing doesn't do anything in like practical gameplay and like reality. It's like, yes, their build is optimal, but it doesn't actually do anything for them, right? I think Lepic is one of the biggest offenders of this, because like I can't really think of many times where like I can meaningfully fire off all of my grenades. The vast majority of the time, the boss is either dead or immune. Like, I don't know, like maybe Swamp Walker, like solo Swamp Walker is like one thing I can think of. But that's got more to do with crit RNG. If your crit RNG is bad, dude, if your crit RNG is bad, you just straight up won't kill Swamp Walker with Lepic. Lepic is so susceptible to crit RNG, man. I'm not sure if like Swamp Walker just has like really high crit resistance or something, but I find I really struggle to one phase Swamp Walker with Lepic. It just like doesn't happen. I think he's got really high crit resistance or something. You're just more prone to getting fucked by crit RNG, I think. Almost. Wait, does Swamp Walker really have that much HP? Maybe. Oh no. Well, let me look at Swamp Walker's stats real quick. Maybe I'm just underestimating how bulky Swamp Walker is. He's got. Damn, solo Swamp Walker has 30 million total health. Damn. Fire resistance is kind of mid. Oh, he's got normal fire resistance. Actually, yeah, maybe it's just kind of hard to one-tap Swamp Walker if you don't get good crit RNG. Yeah. Damn, he's way bulkier than I thought. What's that compared to, like, Solo Pyro? Solo Pyro's got 21 million. I mean, Pyro's got the fire resistance, though. A Dead Bride. Dead Bride's got 23-ish total. Vector Divide. Is Spectre Divide that game where it's like you have like a fucking like ghost that you can like switch between, like you basically have two characters that you switch between? Is that the game I'm thinking of? It sounds right. It's got to, I mean, with that name, I've got to be thinking of the right game, yeah? But yeah, damn, Swamp Walker is just way bulkier than I realized. $30 million HP solo. Oof. And solid fire resistance? No wonder it's like so inconsistent to one tap Swamp Walker on Lepic. I bet he's got pretty good crit resistance too. I bet it's at least 20-25%. If not more. Oh no, I haven't fought Swamp Walker all that much. There's not that much reason to. I can think of like a couple of things I had to farm via Swamp Walker, but there really weren't that many. I got them all pretty quickly too. Yeah, so maybe Swamp Walker is like the one exception where like a fully min-maxed Lepic matters, but like that's the only boss I can think of where like you can actually make use of like your full ult. This is literally just because he's a fucking chunky boy. Although, I'm gonna be honest, most of the time I'm probably not taking Lepic against Swamp Walker anyways. I'm probably just taking Haley to begin with, to be frank. So, I don't really know how much that matters. Like, is it worth like making sacrifices in your build specifically for Swamp Walker? Oh, well, yeah. Especially considering now you always have the option of just switching the mod. No, it's not worth building your fucking build around Swamp Walker. You can have a build for Swamp Walker, but that doesn't hurt you in any way. Now I'll have to see how many grenades I can get that I can get consistently. without strong mentality. This is what that expects to satisfied player base. I mean, at this point, Bethesda games are just platforms for modding. They're just modding platforms. I still kind of play Morrowind on the regular. So what, you grab a mod to like fix like the accuracy mechanic, like the hit mechanic in Morrowind, and it's like, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Like, okay, the fucking like the combat mechanics in Morrowind are like really fucking annoying. At low levels mainly, right? At higher levels it becomes like a non-issue. But at low levels, the fucking combat mechanics are obnoxious as shit. But you can get a mod to fix that fucking shit. Oh my god. Dude, Morrowind is so fucking good. And you know, I've been watching someone play Elder Scrolls Arena recently. Lobos Jr. To be honest, I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to play the Elder Scrolls Arena. Elder Scrolls Arena feels like a game I would enjoy speedrunning. I'm not sure I want to get back into speedrunning anything, though. Oof. But Elder Scrolls Arena looks surprisingly fun. He's got the same kind of like annoying hit chance mechanics, but Evil. Also, man, I bet there's gotta be some crazy mods for Arena, right? There's gotta be some crazy cool mods for Arena. Hopefully one of those mods is an optimization patch. I've noticed the game doesn't tend to run very well. Hopefully there's a fucking optimization patch for the game. I'm sure people have modded that game out of hell. But yeah, I haven't actually played I haven't played Arena or what's the next one called? Redguard? Is it Redguard? I haven't played either of those two. I haven't played Elder Scrolls 1 and 2. I've only played a little of 4 and 5, to be honest. I haven't played that much of Elder Scrolls 4 or 5. I've mostly just played Morrowind. I fucking love Morrowind, man. And like, you know, as much as, even though I was bitching about like the chance to hit mechanic, I don't have to be minded all that much, to be honest. Whenever I'm playing Morrowind, I do kind of tend to think of it as like basically real time D&D. If I'm being honest, is how I tend to think of it, like just as real time D&D. So the only real issue I have with like the way the combat mechanics work in Morrowind, it's just like at low levels your chance to hit is so fucking bad. It's just like too bad at low levels, right? Like if you want to use a weapon that like you don't have like some pretty good starting bonuses in, it's just like fucking awful, right? That's my only real issue with the combat mechanics in Morrowind. I feel like being a tabletop, like a D&D game player, that kind of had me like uniquely prepared for Morrowind style combat mechanics. Come on, game. Just hurry and give me the drop. Just give me the reactor I need, game. Well, I perfectly timed that. My inventory just got full. Fuck. Daggerfall than Vanguard. It's definitely more winded than Oblivion. Oh, is Daggerfall technically Elder Scrolls 1? I was thinking Arena. Oh, Arena is like its own separate thing, right? Right, okay, yeah. Okay. I remember now. Yeah. Okay. Arena is its own separate thing. Reminds me, I heard there's a Unity project for Redguard. Like, I think someone's like doing like a fan remake of Redguard in Unity or something. Or made one? I don't know the status of that project. Unless you mean timeline-wise. And I don't know about timelines. I haven't tried Sky Oblivion. I haven't played Skyrim in so fucking long. The last time I played Skyrim, like, Sky Oblivion was still, like, very, very in the early stage, like, the super, super early stages. Like, it was, like, that project was, like, in its infancy. The last time I played Skyrim. Damn, I dropped a bunch of frames at some point. Oh shit. I didn't notice at all. I have a good feeling. I've got the reactor. My good feeling lied to me. Damn it. Oof. Oh god, what the fuck was that? Oof. Am I translating to alien chatting, repeating high life? Might as well collect this free materials. I'm kind of running out of things to ramble on about while we do this. Oh yeah, I guess I will mention I did decide to kind of just stop bothering with Luna. I like Luna, but she's just so dependent on her teammates. But unless I had like a dedicated 4-man squad that I was playing the game with, I don't think there's any way I'm playing Luna on like any sort of like regular basis. And I feel like there's no way to like make Luna consistently like actually good without having a dedicated 4-man squad who are like actively working with you and they're like, you know, actually like really like taking advantage of your buffs. Like, there's just no fucking point, man. I think you can actually give some pretty big multipliers, pretty big damage multipliers out, but it takes some setup time and because like if you wanted to use like Lepic and like public lobbies, like no Lepic is gonna give you, and I just mentioned Lepic because he's like one of the best characters that like works with her. Like no Lepic is gonna actually give you time to like set up the big red buff, right? Like no, like you're never gonna get time to set up your big red buff to like give your Lepic like a 50% damage multiplier because they're just gonna start firing, right? They're just gonna start their old. And there's no way for you to like set up your big buff beforehand either. So much of her buffing potential being locked behind the enhanced skills is the problem. What I think Luna really needs, she needs a mod that like probably just converts her fourth ability into like an instant like max stacks, right? On a cooldown. She needs a Transcendent mod that just turns her 4 into like an instant max stacks for enhanced abilities, just like on like a maybe on like a 20-second cooldown or something. So you know, you lose your cooldown buff, but you would gain the ability to like spam out your MP regen buff, your big damage buff. I think that's what Luna really needs for her to be like a consistent support character. I think if she got like that mod specifically, like if she got that, I would probably play a lot of Luna. Because then it would be really, really easy to like buff the shit out of randoms and make them do giga damage, right? Like here's your fucking 50% damage multiplier for 10 seconds. Have fun, right? Also, she definitely needs more duration on her buffs. The duration on her buffs is way too fucking short. They're way too fucking short. I mean, that's like I said, Brent, like the issue with Luna is not even that she's gimmicky, is that she just takes too long to set up. Her setup takes too long. She's just too slow paced for this game. To get any like meaningful buff setup, it just takes too long and there's too much setup involved. He's just a really, really clunky character. I would say probably the best thing they could do for her is give her a rework from the ground up. She's too clunky. Takes too long. Honestly, probably what I would do if they wanted to retain as much of her current kit as possible, make it so she can't even use regular weapons. Double down. Fucking double down on her design. Make her in fucking sound mode 100% of the time. Get rid of the fucking... Get rid of the thing where it's like you lose MP if you like miss notes. Put her in the fucking buff mode 100% of the time, and just make it so like if you miss a note on your like if you're casting abilities, you miss a note, you just get like a really, and like they already do this, right? You get a longer cooldown. Like you don't get the ability and you get a long cooldown. They already do this. And honestly, probably just get rid of the penalty for missing notes. With your gunfire. And like replace her first ability with like what I mentioned before. You know, instead of like the energy enhancement meter. And maybe what they could do is maybe they maybe you get cooldown back on this ability for hitting notes with your gun. Just change her one ability for an ability that like you cast it and then your next song is enhanced. And just put her in fucking song mode 100% of the time. Just double down on her design. Something about that character's got to change. No, we're good. I'm not dropping any frames or anything. Still no reactor. I didn't restart the mission. Man, I really want to like Luna as well, because I do typically like playing support characters. But yeah, she's just too slow and clunky. You know, again, like I mentioned, if you're in like a dedicated 4-man group, you can work around like Luna's issues, but you shouldn't have to. They should just fix Luna's design. Why did that fucking blow up? Jesus Christ. My HP. One of these days I'll get the reactor I need. One of these days. Hopefully it's for a special weapon I already have. Or for an impact weapon I already have when I do finally get the right thing to drop, the right roll. I hope it's for a weapon I already have. How many impact weapons have I not built? Oh, is it just Blue Beetle? Is it just Blue Beetle? Oh no, Wave of Light as well. Dustborn. Okay, so, you know, I've got like a 3 out of 5 chance of already having it built. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already got all the parts for Wave of Light and Blue Beetle. I would just have to go build them. So, it wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. Oh, didn't Wave of Light just get buffed, actually? Maybe I should build it. I was just talking about earlier how, like, I'm not gonna, like, make any... I'm not gonna do any more weapon builds for now. I'm just gonna stack up on Catalyst. Fuck. That works. Surprised that counted as actually being questions to pick that up, but I will certainly take it. Yeah, I wonder if I can get, like... I think if I can get 15 grenades on my Slayer build every time, like guaranteed minimum, while running Nimble Fingers, I think I would be very happy with that. I think I would be happy with running that as like my standard go-to Lepic build. What? What? Come on, but isn't this game's story just based around like the main character stealing something? And like smuggling it across country or some shit? Isn't that the basis of Dustborn's story? Come on, game. Just give me the reactor. On artist, which is some data from Genesis USB. I've already had copies of. There's already copies of. Copy was leaked. Wait. Wait, so what was the point of the storyline then? Other than just showing off of how terrible of a person the main character was. I've seen a few clips of Dustborn, and it's just like... It's basically all just the main character being a fucking terrible person. Oh, man. I'm tired of seeing all these on my fucking mini map. I'll pick up all this stuff and break it down. Yeah, it should be everything. Reactor. Do we got any word on those fucking reactor farming changes? Because, like, this is so ass, dude. At the same time, I really don't want to miss my chance for, like, 2 fucking weeks to farm for this reactor. Actually, let me double check and make sure there isn't like another one of these next week for some fucking reason. I'm pretty sure they never have like duplicates farms from week to week, but let me double check just in case. Because if there is being like a better farming spot next week, and by next week I mean, you know, like the day after tomorrow. Power ammo one. Oh, there is another one next week. Oh, well. So that's the last area in Hagios. So forward base. Oh, this isn't any better though, is it? Fuck. Hmm. Isn't the area just as bad or worse? Fuck. Shit. That it was let me make sure this. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. It's not. It's in the wrong order. It's in the wrong order. It's in the place where we currently have a fire general rounds tech reactor. Never mind. It still fucking sucks. Shit. Fuck. Oh. So I am going to be able to farm it next week, but the farm spot is just as bad, if not worse. Ugh. That is the symbol for tech, right? Let me double check and make sure that is the right symbol. Yes.
작전?
What the hell was that? What the fuck was that visual effect? Huh? All right. I want to do about this. And I do absolutely have to get one next week. Right? Because, yeah, there's nothing. Well, no, there's another one coming up in, 2 weeks in Sterile Land. That isn't a particularly good spot either. Oh, no, that's anticipated ambush spot. That's a great spot. Do I just wait 2 weeks? I'm kind of thinking I just wait 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I just wait 2 weeks. I'll have a much better farm spot. Oh, man. I do think I'm gonna wrap up for the day. I'm pretty tired. My throat is bothering me for some reason. And considering I'm planning to go, like, you know, go to a more, like, stream every single day sort of schedule. Except for Saturday, of course. Saturday is still gonna be my day off of streaming. That's not changing. But I'm gonna be streaming every other day of the week. Or at least I'm gonna try to, from now on. And videos will come out when they come out. I think I'll just like that schedule much more than my current one. Basically, if I've got stuff to do, I could just do like a short 2 to 3 hour stream, right? So it's not like I can't take 2 or 3 hours out of my day to stream, even when I'm busy, right? So I think that schedule will be a lot better for me. And you know, days I'm not busy, I can stream longer. Obviously today, well, it's only been like 4 hours, but I'm just really fucking tired. So, hopefully my sleep doesn't get interrupted today. Been having that issue the past few fucking days. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. Then I can actually get some good fucking sleep. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, right? I don't know if I'm going to stream the first Descendant tomorrow. I might actually play RuneScape on stream tomorrow. Kind of depends on what I'm feeling. Or hell, maybe even some Armored Core. Armored Core patch did just come out. It's been some changes that I kind of want to try out, so maybe I'll stream some Armored Core tomorrow. That seems like a good idea, actually. Maybe I will stream Armored Core tomorrow. So probably Armored Core tomorrow, maybe RuneScape, maybe Helldivers. A lot of stuff I want to play right now. A lot of things I want to play right now. So it's kind of hard to choose. But anyways, guys, and as always, thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you guys same time as usual tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know which Eastern. Is it EST, EDT? I have no fucking idea. I'll catch you tomorrow at 9 Eastern.